Okay. Hello, welcome people. This was me on TV, and we've just lost 3-1 versus Gladbach. Pretty shit day. But overall, I mean, Gladbach, they did deserve to win, and that's what I'm gonna say. You know, well done, Gladbach. Well done for winning, because you absolutely deserved it, and I'm not saying that just because you won, but I'm actually saying that because you totally deserved it. You had the better chances, you had the better game plan, and that's why you deserve to win, and that's why I'm going to say well done, Gladbach. But overall, how did we play? We actually played really, I'm not going to say really poor, because we didn't play that bad, but we played really passive. You know, with Costa and whatnot, we've played really aggressive, but today we played really passive. And in the first half, especially, we only had two standout players. For us, we normally have like 3-4 really good players, and the rest are just okay. But today it was like two players that actually played to their level, and then we had not beyond their level, but just two players that played at their level, and the rest really just played way below their level. And I think that was the big problem today, that the majority of the team looked like a lack of energy, looked like a lack of fitness, basically looked like we didn't care. In a sense, we looked like we didn't care, and that was the big disappointment for me. Not the loss itself, but the way the loss came about. Because if we go all out, and we attack and whatnot, and we lose, okay, at least we tried it. But if we play like today, where it's like we get the ball, we're like, should we go forward? Should we go backwards? Let's just keep the ball. Let's just pass to the side. They're gonna pass it back to me. Let's just pass to the other side. They're gonna pass it back to me. That is when I have a problem. Like when we're not going for it. That's my big problem, when we're not going for it. But overall, I mean, like, let's look at the positives first. First half. Kingsley Coman, he was absolutely fantastic in the first half, and I was mentioning on Twitter during the half-time that for me, Kingsley Coman had to be much more attacking, in the sense of that he needed to be much more greedier. That's what I said during the half-time, that I felt that Kingsley Coman, when he was playing in the first half, he was beating his man all the times basically, but every time he had the ball, he was trying to cross it into the middle where Lewandowski, Müller, and surprisingly Javi were a lot. So, but they didn't manage to get the ball on target, and that's the thing. Although Gladbach looked strong today, strong defensively, they looked very weak in the air. They looked very weak aerially, and we should have exposed them. And I just felt like, since our strikers who got to the ball all the time, but just hit right, the keeper hit right at Sommer. Besides that one save that Sommer did, but besides that, Sommer didn't have much to do. Like, he literally just stood there, and every time we had a shot, it literally went right to him. And I thought that we needed to, I thought that Coleman needed to be much greedier, because if our strikers are having an off day, then he needs to take charge and go for it. But obviously, he's still a young kid, so obviously you can't expect too much from him. But I thought that he was really good in the first half. In the second half, not so much. In the second half, I thought he dropped off a lot. When he went to the right, I thought he dropped off a lot. But in the first half, I thought he was really good. And I thought that Lewandowski, Müller, they were basically invisible. It could have done much better. And I kind of expected us to lose as soon as they missed their two golden chances that they had. But looking at the second positive in this match, Javi Martinez, I thought he was absolutely fantastic. Again, I think every time he plays in midfield, he has that kind of destructive ability to his game. But the thing is that although he had that destructive ability to his game in the first half, in the second half, I don't know what happened, but it was just like he moved forward a lot more, and that left a lot of spaces behind him. So that's how they scored a lot. And I just want to mention one thing. I'm not sure about the numbers here, but I think that 2 out of 3 goals came from the left. And I don't want to talk bad about Rafinha, because I pretty much like him. I think that he is a great player, and I think that he's a good addition to the team. And in other teams, he would probably be the starter. But I thought that today, he got exposed too much. I thought he just went forward too much, and then there was too much space behind him. Like, he went forward quite a lot, trying to take on the shots and whatnot, and I thought that there was too much space behind him. But besides that, I thought that he didn't have his best day today. Boateng as well, I thought he was pretty poor today as well. I mean, like I said, the only real players that I thought were really good today were Coman and maybe Javi in the first half. And Javi Obviously, Ribery came on for like 10 minutes, but I thought in the 10 minutes that he was on, he was pretty. A lot of the time was offside, but I thought that when he short spell that he came on, he was pretty good as well. Yeah, that's about it, really. That's about it, That's about all the positives from this match. Obviously, Ribery coming back, that's an absolute great positive. Rode coming back, that's another great positive. But I didn't think that he'd made much difference when he came on. I thought that he tried to go forward, but I thought he didn't do too much. And I thought I kind of expect more from Rode just because I'm Team Rode basically. I do think that he's a great player, and I think that he deserves more minutes. But when he came on today, I didn't think that he did too much. That's about it, though. That's honestly it. Gladbach's 3 goals, we just looked like total idiots in the box. That's the best way to put it. Like, not just in the box, but like one was a counter, but the other 2 really weren't. A lot of people always say that our weakness is counters, but I felt, for me, our weakness is counters when we were 2-0 down already. That's when we like, let's go all out attack. But normally, we're not really that vulnerable to counter because we're normally pretty good at closing down players. But today, we just seemed so lethargic, and that doesn't help when you're trying to close down counters and whatnot. But like I said, Gladbach, well deserved. I'm glad for Ribery. I was saying that in my live reaction as well. I was thinking, why is Ribery playing? Because this will only be bad for his confidence and whatnot. You always want to have players come back at like a match and then just feel confident and whatnot. But when he scored, I was like, okay, you know what, his confidence will be up regardless of the score. But I'm happy for Ribery. But overall, this was a bad match day. A bad match day for us. Like I said, well done to Gladbach, but this was a bad match, and we need to improve. That's what I have to say. Like, we need to be more clinical. I've said that 100 times, and I'll still say that 100 times. We need to be much more clinical. Even when we've been beating teams 4-0, 5-0, we haven't been clinical enough. And I think that we need to really be more clinical. And today, in a match like this, it really shows that we are not clinical enough. But what do you guys think? Tell me in the comment section down below. This was me as MidTV. As always, you can rate, comment, fade, and subscribe. Peace out and have a nice day. Tell me what you think in the comment section down below, because in this match specifically, I'm really interested what you guys think. But as always, people, bye and have a nice day.